Good morning, dear all my students. This is your second class of subject science. So we have already discussed about the characteristics of the living things as well as non-living things. So today also the rest of the characteristics we will explain, means we will know. Okay. So today we will start from the responding. So normally you'll have to know first the responding meaning, actually respond in the sense how do we respond or how the living things actually respond. Okay, so let's see in detail, that is all living things, all living beings feel things. They also respond to the things around them or show what they feel. You smile when you are happy, and when you are and cry when you are hurt. A dog wags its tail when it is happy. Birds fluff out their feathers when they are cold. Birds and butterflies rest when it is dark. Cockroaches dash into dark corners when you turn on the light, and so on. In the sense, actually, living things, they do respond according to the situation. Like as it has said, like when we are happy, we used to smile or laugh, but when we are hurt, okay, then we cry. And dogs also, like when they'll be happy, okay, then they will wag its tail. Okay, even birds fluff out their feathers when they are cold. Like it is the responding part according to the situations. So that is all about the responding. Okay, so here one picture you can see, that is birds stuff out their feathers when they are cold. Means it is also a respond according to the situation. Like when they're cold, they used to do like this. Okay. So now let us see the other part. Plants also respond. They respond to heat, light, moisture, and other things. Some flowers, like morning glory, open in the morning light and close in the evening. So do the leaves of many plants. The leaves of a sensitive plant close when you touch them. Okay, but non-living things do not respond. Okay, as they are, they will be just like that only. So as it has said, like plants also used to do respond according to the situation. Like they respond to heat, light, and moisture, and other things. Some flowers, like morning glory, open in the morning light and close in the evening. Okay, so do the leaves of many plants. The leaves of a sensitive plant close when you touch them, like the pictures it is shown out here. When you touch them, it will be closed like that way. Okay, so non living things do not do respond. Okay, the leaves of a sensitive plant close when you touch them, like this is the touching part, and after responding this will be like this. Okay, so that is known as the respond. Okay, now we will see the movement. Okay, as we know, the movement in the sense move, to move something. Okay, animals move from place to place in search of food, comfort, and other things. They also move different parts of their body. Okay, means animals move from one place to other place for the food and for the comfort zone and for other things. They also move different parts of their body. Okay, plants are rooted to one spot, so they cannot move from place to place, but parts of plants do move. Most plant movements are slow, like the opening and closing of leaves and flowers, as I have said just in the earlier paragraph. That is, normally plants are rooted to one spot. That means they cannot move like that, but their parts of the body, means parts of the plant's body, will move. Most plants movements are slow, like the opening and closing of leaves and flowers. Okay, now we will see the next, that is some activities we will do. So you people can do this kind of activities also just by reading this. Okay, the instructions it is given in the book itself. Okay. Now let me just give you an example of it, not example, I'm making you understand this one, that how you need to do or how you need to follow to see the practical thing. Soak some beans overnight, stuff a glass jar with wet cotton, this one it is saying about. Okay. Place some beans between the glass and cotton, keep the cotton moist and wait for the roots and shoots to come out. You will notice that the roots will move, means bend, to grow downwards. That means these are all the roots actually. So these things will always grow towards the downwards. Okay. So and the shoots will grow upwards. Shoots in the sense these things will grow upward. Okay. So the root will always be towards the down and the shoots will always be towards up. The root always grows downwards and the stem always grows upwards. This is the stem actually you can call. So this thing you can do. Okay. First you do this. Next, the other part for this one also, it is saying that put one of the soaked beans in a small pot of a soil. Okay. This is the small pot and here inside this there are some soil. Place the pot inside a cardboard a cardboard box. This is a cardboard box. So inside that you do put that one, that small pot filled with the soil. Okay. Make a small window on one side of the box, like this side actually window has been made. Okay. Close the lid of the box so that sunlight enters it only through the window. In the sense, close this box. Okay. And you'll have to keep the box in such a manner so that sunlight can come and get into this box. Okay. So close the lid of the box so that sunlight enters it only through the window. Keep the soil moist. Okay. This soil must be moist. Okay. Observe the shoot for a few days after it comes out. Okay. It will move, bend. Move means bend towards the window. In the sense, the stem of plant always grows towards sunlight. It does mean when you have closed this one and when the sunlight starts coming through this window, and after some days you will see that this stem will be bent towards the window only, because the sunlight is getting in through this window. So it will be bent towards that one. So always you will have to remember that the stem of a plant always grows towards sunlight. Okay. So that was the thing. So you can make it practice at your home. You can do practice these things at your home also, and you can observe this one by practically whatever it has been said as theoretically. Okay. So here it has given the root grows downwards and the shoot grows upwards, as I have said and explained. The stem always turns towards sunlight, like towards the window. This stem will grow like that way. Okay. Some non-living things like cars, trains and planes seem to move, but they do not move on their own. We make them move because these are all non-living things. So for non-living things, if it needs to be moved, then we'll have to do that one, or by others. If they do something, then only non-living things can move. Okay. Now is the reproduction. Okay. Reproduction in the sense production, once already from one thing to another thing, production, that is called the reproduction. All living beings reproduce. That means they produce young ones of their own kid. Some animals lay eggs, babies hatch out of these eggs. Other animals give birth to babies. These babies feed on their mother's milk. Animals that grow up feeding on their mother's milk are called mammals. In the sense, the living beings reproduce. So this is a living beings, so they will reproduce. Okay. That means they produce young ones of their own kid, means this is a kid which has been reproduced. Some animals lay eggs, means from eggs also babies comes out. Okay. Babies hatch out of these eggs. Other animals give birth as babies only, not like eggs. Okay. These babies feed on their mother's milk. Okay. Means after getting the birth, okay, they used to take the food as of their mother's milk. Animals that grow up feeding on their mother's milk are called mammals. So you can have a question like this, that what is known as mammals. So mammals is that animals that grow up feeding on their mother's milk are called as mammals. Okay. So that is the thing. Okay. Now see in the next part what it has given. Okay. Here many plants go out of seeds, others grow out of stems and roots, some even grow out of leaves. In the sense, many there are different plants and grow with different ways. That is, many plants grow out of seeds. Okay, out of seeds, some plants grow or reproduce. Others grow out of stem and root. Okay, means with the stem and roots. This is root, then this is the stem. Okay, through these also can be reproduced. Okay, some even grow out of leaves. So these are all different plants and they will grow in different ways. Okay. New plants grow from the roots of dahlias and the leaves of sprout leaf plants. Okay, these are all the plants which grows with the leaves. Okay, now in the activities you can see also these things. Okay, let me make it explain also that gardeners grow rose plants by planting a portion of the stem. As I have said that from stems also plants can reproduce. Okay, so you can grow many plants the same way. You can even grow a mini plant in a jar of water. Okay, like the way you can make it. Potato and onion are two other plants you can grow. Easily without seeds, means for making a new plant. Okay, you do not have to take any other thing, means without seed itself it can grow. Potatoes have little pits on them called eyes, like this is called eyes actually. Okay, so this will have on potatoes. Okay, plant a thick slice of potato that has 2 or 3 eyes in a pot of soil. Okay, means you take a pot, into that you put some soil and plant a thick slice of potato that has 2 or 3 eyes, like as I have shown you that if you have 2 or 3 eyes, then you can put that potato on that soil. Okay, you will see plants growing in a few days. Means after planting that one, what you do is you leave it for 4 to 5 days, so you can see growing of that particular potato or onion. You will see plants growing in a few days. If you dig out the potato, you will see that new plants grow out of the eyes, means out of the eyes only this potato tree, means potato plant will be growing up. Plant an onion in another pot of soil. Okay, long green leaves will grow out of the soil in a few days. As I have said, means after doing these things you need to leave it for 4 or 5 days or for few days. So after that slowly we will see that they are growing. Okay, non-living things do not reproduce. As I have said, non-living things will not reproduce. Okay, now is the growing part. So all living beings grow. A baby grows into a man or woman, a chick grows into a bird, a seedling grows into a plant. Non-living things do not grow. Grow in the sense they will be from smaller to bigger they will be. That is what actually it has said. Means all living beings grow. Okay, from small to big. A baby grows into a man or a woman, like we human being. A chick grows into a bird. Okay, like from here to here. Okay, means from this chick to this big. Okay, so that is known as the growing. Seedling grows into a plant. Non-living things do not grow. So non-living things do not grow. So whatever the characteristics we have discussed today, all these things will not be applicable for the non-living thing. All the things whatever we have discussed today, all the things will be seen with the living things only. Okay, So that was the thing. And one more thing I would like to tell you before I accomplish this chapter, that you go through the chapter well. Okay, whatever meaning you do not know, take care of those things, and of course you'll have to know the spelling also. And what you do is always make it as a habit, like after studying this thing, when we have understood all these things, what you do is you start writing on a copy, so that it will be practice also, means for the handwriting part also it will be okay, and for your memorizing also it will be good, and for spelling corrections also will be accurate. Fine, that's how you will make yourself perfect. So that's how we'll have to do it. Okay, fine. So once you are done with this, then we will go for the exercise parts. So those exercise part, in the sense I will give you the question answers and everything. After that you'll have to go through all those. Okay, once those things are over, then we will give you the homework in the sense whatever classes that I have taken till today, means yesterday and today, all these things have to study. These are all your homework only. Okay, this itself is your homework, means study and write also on your own. And time to time I will give you homework like writing, and you'll have to send it across to me. After that those things will be checked, and if any wrong thing or if any other things that you do, that I will help you out in that manner. Okay, so that much was the thing for today. Okay, do study well and take care of yourself as well as your family members, as well as your people known by you. Okay, do sanitization part every now and then, and tell others also to do this, and do wear the masks in a proper manner. And if you do not see anyone else is not wearing the mask, make them aware why actually it is required to wear the mask. Okay, have a great day. Thank you.